is once again time for Final Fantasy 16. Last time, a lot has happened. My goodness. Let's see. We went to the capital in the north to go and destroy their mother crystal, and we did. But also, Cid died. So that was sad. And then, right at that same time, what's his face? I think it's Hugo Titan. He sent his forces to go and take out our hideaway. And by take it out, I mean, murder everybody inside. And then he, as Titan, destroyed it. So, bad times. And then we flashed ahead, I think it was 5 years? Yeah, 5 years. But, oh yeah, also at the Mother Crystal, we encountered Ultima and Joshua. We saw Joshua. He is, in fact, alive again. So that was good. But then Joshua kind of absorbed Ultima, I guess, to seal him away or whatever. And we haven't seen Joshua since. In the meantime, Cid gave us his some of his Ramuh power. During those 5 years, Clive decided to take on Cid's name and lead the rebellion. And we're finally, perhaps, getting the chance to go and take out another Mother Crystal. This time, the red one in the west. Which used to be home of I believe it's the Rosaria? Country of Rosaria? Before the Iron Blood or whatever, the Iron whatever, before they attacked and took over. So that's the state of things. Oh yeah, we also, towards the end here, we also found out that Martha, owner of Martha's Inn and friend to the bearers, was attacked. And we did not take kindly to that. So we went and murdered the attackers. Thankfully Martha was fine. But the bearers she was helping were not so lucky. And neither was the abbot, who was also helping. But we did find our long-lost Chocobo friend from 18 years ago now. In-game, of course. In-game 18 years ago. Clive's old steed. Back when he was a lordling. So let's get back into it here. That's where we're headed. And that's where we went before and took out their Mother Crystal. But of course, that nation decided to invade down here into this nation and took them out. So we'll have to go there eventually. But this Mother Crystal, don't know if anybody actually lives right next to it. But we'll have to take out that soon as well. That's where, like, this nation is where Hugo Titan resides. But anyways, we need to make for Amber.
It's over.
Easy.
Wakened winds!
Not bad. Can't go very far north. Oh, I didn't realize that these two are connected. I mean, technically connected. Obviously there's something wrong with this path that we're not allowed to take. Hello, Bluebird. Don't mind me. Oh, you minded me. Why'd you do that? Ooh, level up! Little 27. A goblin. Nice. That's worth 800 by itself. Don't mind me, Bluebird. You needn't pay me any mind.
Mockery of justice is what it is. Lord Elwyn would never have stood for this.
Quiet, you! Thought they were loyalists.
Jill, look.
Rosaria must be cleansed of the stain which befouls her, that she might rise once again from the ashes to welcome a new dawn. 'Twould be a pity to make examples of you all, for the transgressions of but a handful.
Of course, your lordship. You shall have our full cooperation.
What business could the Black Shields have in a village this small? There's barely room to hide a bearer.
Then they must be here for something else.
You fancy dancing a gallows jig like the miller's son?
All right, I heard you the first time.
Welcome, stranger.
Welcome, stranger. Well, tassels increases limit break generation amount by 6% when taking damage. Another 20,000 gil orchestrion roll. I could use some potions.
There you are.
And I could sell that newly obtained goblin coin.
I'd pay more if I could.
Fare you well.
Too bad you can't then. Yeah. Hello, youth.
Excuse me, but what was all that about earlier?
You haven't heard? Someone's been stirring up trouble. There have been attacks on the garrison, supplies stolen. They even say a Black Shield was murdered. The Empire wants answers, and what the Empire wants, the Empire gets.
Don't they just?
Keep your ears open, eh? The Black Shields will pay good coin for information on the culprits.
Yeah.
You'd have to be dull as a sack of stones to think you could take on the Empire.
But if somebody is attacking them, perhaps they could be an ally.
You seen him, didn't you? I'm sorry. The Black Shields. Just now. You seen them, didn't you? At least I think there was a Black Shields. Can't say I ever saw one before.
Was this the first time they visited the village?
What do you think? Amber's the arse end of nowhere. And they thought we might be harboring firebrands. Huh. If only we were. I might have turned them in and become a Black Shield myself.
You don't think these firebrands the Empire is looking for could be us, do you?
I don't know,
How'd you get it?
but we need to find out.
True. We do need to find out. That much is clear. If they are talking about us, then I guess we won't be finding an ally.
Greetings, friend. We are travelers.
I know that. What do you want?
We couldn't help noticing those Imperial soldiers who were here earlier.
Don't you go telling these strangers a thing. I speak for the people of this village, and we have nothing more to say to you. You are to leave Amber and never come back.
May I at least ask why?
I don't know who you are or what brings you here, but your presence puts us all in grave danger. The Empire is a harsh master. Its demands are great, and its justice swift. But as long as we keep our heads down and pay our tributes, we are left alone. Some might call it submission. But if it will spare my people the Viceroy's wrath, then I will gladly submit. This village will not become another East Pole.
Then we shall be on our way. These people live with a knife to their throats. In the mistaken belief that if they cooperate, my mother will show them mercy.
Obedience bought with fear.
Mm-hmm.
Are you all right?
Sorry, It's nothing. We still don't know who the Black Shields are looking for.
Well, whoever they are, the Imperials deem them worth pursuing to the back of beyond. But other than Martha, who else in Rosari would have the courage to stand against the Empire? A new ally would certainly be welcome. Can we find them before the Imperials do? Perhaps the next village will yield more answers.
Perhaps.
Guess we'll have to loop around. Make for Port Isolde.
This pass will take us through the mountains.
And directly into the path of whoever or whatever lurks here.
I seem to recall a character, one of the Scions, I believe, in Final Fantasy XIV, called Isolde.
Ever since the apothecary, we've seen more and more of these echoes.
What do you think is waking them? The Mother Crystal's collapse?
I have an idea. You're going to like it.
justice. No. Back off. Why won't you attack this guy? Come on! It's raging! Oh yeah, that's not something to attack. So what is this? Bull's Horn Raid. Aito, huh? Increases lunge damage by 5%. Huh. Interesting. Hello there, Black Shields.
More of my mother's men.
Die!
Stay down!
That was simple enough. Chunks of wiring.
Good God,
buddy.
Faster! Straight home now.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, that was all of them. Nice. That went rather well. Goblin coin, nice. Let's this one look. Fire flame shells. Hello there, Black Shields.
Wakened winds!
Traitor! It's over!
Freedom swing. Yeah. That's nice. Now to make our way on down, I suppose. Takes care of them.
Blood, Clive.
Yeah, that's a lot of blood.
And still wet.
Looks like they gutted someone and dumped him over the side. Probably multiple someones.
You were told to stay in your homes.
I'm not a villager.
The Black Shields.
You know who we are. And still, you would bear your steel.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes, I would.
Why then? We owe you our thanks. You have saved us the trouble of an interrogation. To dwell in darkness, that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn. On these, our swords we swear.
Say that again.
Say it again. I dare you.
I'll show you a
I
true
double dare you.
Rosaria.
Shift strike. Enemy slain. 20 AP, 135 gil. Got some Wyrite Boreoids.
Tell me what I want and the end will be swift. Who are you looking for?
Why, you. We come bearing a message. Your friends have been found. The branded you freed from our camps. They await you in Odil. Guardians of the Flame.
Those are Old Hill's gates.
Then we hurry.
Those right there? Okay, then yeah. We're going right now. Just as soon as I pick up these sharp fangs. Burst on through the gates.
Find something, boy. Death.
Found her.
This was my mother's doing.
But why? Why would anyone...
I don't know. I never truly understood her. But this...
Oh, Clive.
Shoo! Crows.
I will learn what madness drives her, and I will end it. We should go.
Yes.
We can't leave them here like this.
We won't. But if the Black Shields have made it this far south, they may already be in Port Isolde.
That's true.
We're approaching Buick Bridge. Though I doubt the Empire would let us cross over to Rosalith.
I doubt that as well. Not that they could stop us.
That'll do, girl.
That's as far as she can
Didn't
go.
happen to come by way of Oldhill, did you? Saw some Imperials clad in black making for the docks just the other day. The next morn, you couldn't see the sun for all the ravens.
Yep.
I did,
They're
Mummy.
monsters.
I could hear him shouting from down
In honor of the 250th anniversary of the founding of the Grand Duchy of Rosar.
the road.
That's no. They tell us there's a curfew, but they refuse us passage back to our homes.
Oh, who am I to tell?
They're all Rosarian.
But this is their home.
I'm hungry.
Despicable. Awesome, son. Let's go kill some crabs while we're at it.
It's over.
Clean up here.
You're finished.
Anything else to be wary of? Death blossoms, of course. Good job. Well done, Torgal. A silken strand.
The Lazarus. What happened to this place?
My mother happened. The nobles who lived here didn't stand a chance. Let's hope my uncle fared better.
Yes, let us hope.
It's over.
Nice.
Let's go.
Let's go, girl.
That's the main gate. And it looks like we're not the only ones hoping to get in.
Is that so? Yeah, there's a lot of refugees, it would seem, but... Okay. Looks like we're on foot.
My children are starving!
Have mercy.
Voice-rinsed dogs they are! You can't ignore us forever!
Let us in, or we'll die on your doorstep!
Better out there than in here!
Oh, good enough for everything!
Find the chinless bastards. Those crystals belong to us all.
I said, where were you, filth?
Back to your stall!
I'll
Cut you down where you stand!
Destroy it!
No chance of slipping through unnoticed. We'll need to find another way in.
Guess so.
I thought we might be able to reason with the guards. Or at least bribe them.
I suspect everyone in that crowd thought the same. Was that the only way in?
Officially, yes. Strictly speaking, no. My uncle once told me that the nobles had tunnels built, so that they could visit town without having to walk amongst the rabble. The Lazarus.
To the Lazarus we go, then.
We'll find our way into the city there.
If you're sure. The entire place looked abandoned. Do you think it's safe?
For us? Yeah, totally.
As long as it is abandoned.
Black light burns.
The good news is we haven't seen a single black shield since Old Hill.
Maybe they found who they were looking for.
Well, they found us, and we killed them, so...
This is nothing like I remember it.
How quickly a crown can lose its luster.
Not abandoned, then.
Oi! Visitors!
Really? Can't just, you know,
Apologies. We'll show ourselves out.
Well, if you want to die, then... I guess we'll oblige.
Or not.
This is what you want. This is what
Oh, dude, you're almost dead,
It's over.
It's over.
Enemies bested.
Nice. And a kill bug.
I've only ever seen one man fight like that. And he's long dead.
Oh,
then perhaps it's time you joined him.
The blessing of the Phoenix. It can't be. I was there when you died. Huh? Forgive me, my lord. I knew not whom I addressed. You have naught to fear from us.
Oh, that's better.
Founder, it really is you.
It is. So wait.
We can speak inside.
Well, that makes things a little awkward because I just, killed like 10 of your men. Oh, what? They're fine? They're fine? I cleaved them in two with my sword. Not to mention the flames and the lightning.
And those who wouldn't bend the knee?
We left before the Empire could make examples of us, though we didn't go far. And we banded together to form the Guardians of the Flame soon after.
See.
Alas, there is only so much a handful of aging shields can do against the might of an empire. But we've seen to it that their stay has been anything but pleasant. Of late, though, we've had our hands full just trying to keep the Duchy's few remaining bearers out of the Imperial's clutches.
The Cullings. We saw what happened in Old Hill.
Aye. The foul work of the Black Shields and their mistress.
You mean my mother? But it doesn't make sense. Even knowing what I know about her. Her hatred for bearers was no secret, but she wouldn't have been ignorant of their value to the realm.
No offense, my lord, but in case you haven't noticed, the Lady Annabella couldn't care less about the realm. She barely even cares for her own home. That much has been plain since the slaughter at Eastpool. And, since granting the Holy Emperor a new heir, her obsession with bearers only seems to have grown. As to why, I don't know. Maybe she can't bear the thought of anyone having the power to challenge her beloved son.
Her son.
Sir Wade, the Black Shields have broken camp. They march in full force for Buick Bridge. Then so do we. Make ready.
Got room for 2 more?
This is their main host. If we remove the head, perhaps we can prevent what happened at the docks from happening somewhere else. If I do nothing, then the blood of their next victims will be on my hands.
Yours and ours. We too have witnessed the crimes these men who dare call themselves Shields have committed in my mother's name. It cannot be allowed to continue. We must put a stop to this madness.
Yeah.
We must. So let us go with you. For the good of Rosaria.
I was hoping you'd say that. Very well. If that is your wish, I would be honored to serve at your side.
And we at yours.
So, Wade, let us do our duty.
With pleasure, my lord.
I imagine this endeavor will require more than just our wits.
Then let's hope Sir Wade has a good quartermaster.
Oh, we don't need a quartermaster. We got our own arms.
You're telling me that's the Archduke's?
Yes.
Allow me to tend to your needs, my
'Tis
lord.
I, Clive. Never break generation amount, twin dealing damage. Desert Rose. Used in crafting.
It has been an honor.
Alright, Sir Wade.
Tell us then, Sir Wade. What is your plan?
Nothing fancy. You, Lady Jill and I make for Buett Bridge and provoke the main host at their encampment. Sensing an opportunity to end the Guardians, the Black Shields will call for reinforcements, who will be met from the rear by parties of my brothers hidden throughout the surrounding hills. This will allow us to wage battle on the bridge without fear of being overwhelmed. While the Black Shields have an advantage in numbers, you see, they prefer to fight in small units, which we can use to our advantage.
How small exactly?
Small enough, now that I have you and Lady Jill for company. I doubt I could have done this on my own.
But until we arrived, that was your plan. You haven't changed a bit.
So Wade, the bearers from Old Hill have been laid to rest.
Good.
Very good. Now make ready for battle.
As you command.
Thank you, Sir Wade. Perhaps now they will find peace.
There is but one thing which will grant them peace. Putting an end to the Black Shields.
And so we shall.
Indeed. Throughout the main scenario, Clive will often be joined by various companions who are keen to lend their assistance. However, depending on Clive's destination, they may choose to remain behind at the hideaway. Makes sense.
We'll keep them from the bridge.
The blessing of the Phoenix go with you.
I mean, it kind of already does.
How long have you been pursuing the Black Shields?
Since they burned their first village. We tracked down the bastards responsible and fed their corpses to Stillwind. Suffice to say, that got their attention. It's been a game of cat and mouse ever since.
I see.
Look at me sideways.
Come along now.
Bastards are lucky.
It's a good thing I cleared out all those monsters over there. These people might have been
There
in
they
trouble.
are. On your command, my lord.
Of course. Ho there!
What is it now? I told you.
You
We
told
bear
me
a
nothing.
message for the Vicereine. From the Guardians of the Flame.
Ha! You presume to tell us that a
Oh,
pair
yes.
of filthy vagabonds, a woman and a dog, could guard aught against the might of the Black Shields.
You think
Then
highly
come.
of yourselves.
Die along with your flame! For Azaria!
For Azaria!
Your petty revolution ends here. On these our swords we swear.
On those your swords, huh? His face in the dirt. Sorry about your swords. They don't seem to be doing so well. Hello there.
Bloody hell! Reinforcements from the far bank!
Oh no, reinforcements. What do we do?
Nice try.
More dragons.
Worms. The Imperials aren't taking any chances. I can't say I'm flattered. Well done, Torgal.
That was all. Oh, a dragoon.
A noble stand, albeit a misguided one. In taking it, you have but proven our point.
Really?
That this land is in dire need of cleansing.
Chill.
There's no one left to keep them occupied. We need to finish this.
We finish him.
Not good.
That was an attack. Yes. Enemy slain. 180 AP and 1,215 gil. Imperial Link, Dragon Talon, Wyrite. Not bad.
I don't see any more.
Nor do I. The plan worked.
It did. It bloody worked. We sent every last one of the rotten bastards straight to the mud! My, Lord, perhaps this will be enough to stop the Cullings. For the time being, at least.
Perhaps. Though I doubt my mother will take this loss well. She'll move swiftly to see her minions' ranks replenished.
And then it will all begin again. I often wonder if the nation we once knew is gone for good. Her fields rot. Her people starve. We battled to preserve the flame that was, but for every foe we fell, another springs up in its place. Yet be that as it may, it is still our home, and we must fight for it, as we always have, and always will. For as long as the Firebird's flame burns in our hearts, the Duchy cannot die, and her loyal subjects may dream of a day when the Rosarian standard flies over Rosalith once more.
So wait,
Think we should fall back to Port Isolde before the garrison sends reinforcements? A sound strategy, my lord.
Yes, that's exactly what I was going to say. Sound strategy. Nice. 1080 gil, 20 more influence, some experience points.
And how long has my uncle been funding you and your comrades' endeavors?
Since the beginning. Lord Byron was the first person I turned to after forming the Guardians. And had I known of this tunnel back then, I wouldn't almost have been hanged by the city guard for trying to sneak over the wall.
I suppose a formal request for an audience would have appeared suspicious.
And appearances must be maintained. Were the Vice-Regency to catch wind of Lord Byron's involvement in our movement, they'd seize his estate and send him to the gallows, where he would be of no use to anyone. And so, though it sickens him to the soul, he plays the part of the loyal lord, knowing that one wrong move might prove his downfall. It is why he remains ever vigilant. Don't be surprised if he refuses you an audience, especially since you're famously dead.
Then I will have to think of a way to prove that I am neither wraith nor wrongdoer.
I might have something which could help with the latter. It's the mark of the Guardians. Display it, and those who love Rosaria will know where your loyalties lie.
Another seal.
I shall wear it with pride.
Be sure that you do. I don't want my men attacking you again. Unless you deserve it. If only Sir Tyler could have been here to see you. Or the Lord Commander.
Indeed.
Thank you, Sir Wade. If there is ever anything you need.
I know. Go on now, my lord.
Port Isolde. Rosfield Manor. We got right in.
How accommodating. Do you really think they believe we are who we say we are?
Not a chance. Right, I guess. My uncle believes we're imposters here to rob him. And means to string us up himself.
Not a bad guess.
Imagine my surprise when I was told my nephew had come to visit. Clive Rosfield died long ago.
Not quite.
And for uttering his name here, you shall pay with your tongue! You would mock me as well?
It is I, Sir Crandall of Camelot, loyal servant to Her Serene Holiness, Saint Sybil the Unshod. Meadow, thou vile sorcerer, for thy crimes against church and crown, I shall have thy head.
Curse thee, infectious flax wench. Even in death, must thou plague me still? Very well. I shall open the gates of hell, that thou might see thy charge once more.
Bravo, Uncle. You're still the finest Meadow in the twins.
Oh, Clive, my dear boy, it's really you. You always were fond of that scene from The Saint of the Sanctuary. Never did let me play Sir Crandall.
I have a favor to ask, Uncle Byron.
Rutherford, inform the kitchens. There'll be guests. We dine immediately.
But, Uncle...
You can't very well regale me with the tale of your miraculous preservation on an empty stomach. Go on, sit. See that you use the good plates, Rutherford.
The good plates, Rutherford.
So you arrived late to one of her cullings, did you? Since becoming Vicereine, Annabella has been a constant thorn in Rosaria's side, but these atrocities are a new low. Something has changed. Quite what, I don't know, but the woman we knew is gone, and a monster sits in her place.
A monster?
For better or worse, I've been charged with governing this town, and thus must maintain the illusion of obedience. That's all I can do to aid Wade and his merry band of revolutionaries.
So he's told us. You have risked much for Rosaria. Our nation will be forever in your debt.
It has been 20 years, Clive. The nation your father and your forefathers fought to defend is no more. Perhaps it would be otherwise had I the courage of my brother. All right, if it's a ship you require, a ship you shall have. I've a galley in port, but recently relieved of her cargo. She can be outfitted for the voyage in a matter of weeks.
So you believe us, then? About everything?
Believe you? Ha! Only a fool would believe even half of the things you claim. But until tonight, only a fool would have believed my nephew still lived. And besides, I have it on good authority that Clive is telling the truth.
Whose authority?
Your own, of course. You've always been a terrible liar.
Is that true?
It's not untrue.
Let's say no more about it, eh? It wouldn't do to linger on my nephew's greatest failing.
Wink.
The one thing I cannot believe, though, is all this about you being Sid. You were always such a good boy. But now you're quite the outlaw. Which, if I'm not mistaken, would make me an outlaw's uncle. Right then, Who shall we pillage first? Rutherford, fetch me my cutlass. This will be fun.
Over there. Go on.
She's a fine ship, isn't she?
Once outfitted, she'll bear us across the boiling sea to Drustinus in the space of 3 days.
Something on your mind?
Monsters. When I served the Iron Kingdom, I did so because I saw no other choice. Because once they learned that the lash would not move me, they turned it on those who could.
Yeah.
And so I became their puppet. I let them pull my strings, telling myself it was not my hand that swung a sword, but another's. I removed myself from the truth so I wouldn't feel the pain it caused. And before I knew it, I no longer felt anything. Anything at all. I had become a monster.
Jill.
I don't want to be a monster, Clive. Do you understand?
Yeah.
I want to choose a different path, a better path. To live on my own terms. But before I can do that, I need to come to terms with my past.
And when you do, I'll be standing there with you, just as you stood with me.
Thank you, Clive. I must atone for my sins. Only then, when it's done, will the monster cease to be.
Just promise me that you won't die with it.
Yeah.
Now, let's get some sleep. The journey back to Benamir is long, and there is much to tell the others.
Hey there, Torgal. Wait. We're just going back to the hideaway? What? I thought we were going sailing.
Peter, there be monsters. Only the Founder knows what awaits us in the Iron Kingdom. But Vivian could probably make an educated guess.
Probably. But also... side quest. Ivan.
I didn't take you for a scholar, Ivan.
Oh, this? Well, it's Valisthea, a culinary pilgrimage. I borrowed it from old tomes. Seems there's no creature in the realm so foul it can't be cooked up into something delicious.
Think I'll stick to the unfoul ones, thanks.
Yeah. Oh, where's your sense of adventure, Sid? Honestly, one glance at these recipes, and even you would trade in your sword for a butcher's cleaver. From spit roasts to sweetmeats, this book has them all. What I wouldn't give to bring these recipes to life.
If it's my blessing you're hoping for, then by all means.
Well, I'm no hunter, Cid. The first tunnel worm I came across would be the death of me. But you're made of sterner stuff. Would you help me resurrect one of these recipes?
How could I refuse?
Something tells me you won't be taking no for an answer. Fine, I'll help.
Fantastic! Thank you.
So, dare I ask what's on the menu?
Chance's Stew. It was once a favourite among the gourmands of Oriflamme, if the author is to be believed. Though Molly's never heard of it. The only problem is that while the recipe is extremely detailed in most respects, it's infuriatingly cryptic as to the main ingredient. A beast, no doubt. Most likely something that would make easy work of a simple cook with more broth than brawn, but unwanted violets. I've no idea what they might be.
Does the book say anything else?
Well, only that the sweetest violets sprout atop the bed of roses.
Roses. Rosaria, perhaps? One of the butchers in Martha's Rest might know something. I'll ask next time I'm there.
That monster's taken quite a liking to Lady Karen.
He's sorry. Yeah, Torgal's not a monster. How dare you?
So, what'd it be?
Anything that I can craft looks like not really. Nor upgrade.
Anything else?
And what can I do for you? Go on then.
I believe I need some potions.
It'd better all be here. You'll not find a better price than that.
Anything to sell though? Ah, a guild bug.
You got out else?
And a goblin coin.
I'll be thankful you got that much.
Oh shoosh. Got a couple hundred sharp fangs for you.
You got out else?
I mean, probably, but not for now.
Finished, are you?
Oh, it looks like I've got another letter.
Deadlands wouldn't be half as bad without all the bloody dust.
So we got probably just the apples. Yeah, Martell apples. Oh, we got 3 letters. An apple a day. Lad from the yard ran up a basket of Martells just this morning. Sweet as honey and crisp as the morning breeze they were. I told myself I was only going to have one, but I reckon if no one else listens to old Otto, I don't have to either. You let Nigel and his lot know they've done a fine job. Was a time you'd catch none but Cid supping on these, what for their foul bite. But for him, it never were about the flavor, but about what they represented. Our ability to make it on our own. And look at us now. Cid would be proud. A flame none brighter. My Lord Marquess, I ask once again for you to forgive my men for your welcome back at the Lazarus. But certainly you can understand that you were the last person any of us were expecting to see at our gates. In the short time since our reunion, you have shown yourself to be the selfsame man I followed into Stillwind those many years ago. a true bearer of your father's legacy. If only Sir Tyler, the Lord Commander, and all the others who were lost that night were still with us to see how bright your flame now burns. To you and your cause, I hereby pledge the swords of the Guardians, and am proud to stand alongside you once again. All quiet in the Dominion. The Dalmecs and the Imperials are at a standoff. They snarl at each other, fangs bared like slum curs, but neither wants to make the first move. It's almost as if they both realize what a stinking pile of chocobo they've stepped in. If I were a man to lay wager, I'd put my copper on this conflict not playing out anytime soon. I shall keep you apprised. I can't get down from here, can I? Back we go. What else here? Let's go see this man with a plus above his head.
Typical nobles.
How did we never hear? There are new billets being posted every day.
August.
Clive! Oh, am I glad to see you?
Is something wrong?
It's Blackthorn. He ain't himself. And if I'm honest, he ain't been for a while. That normally it only takes a couple of drinks to perk him back up, but not this time. Something's getting him down. And whatever it is, he ain't telling. It's like he's lost his spark, you know? He's barely got enough fire in his belly to get the ump about stuff. But I'm thinking he might if we both bent his ear, because he respects you, innit? So, what'd you say?
If you think it would help.
Fine. If you think it will help.
I knew you'd understand.
But if he doesn't want to talk, we let him be. He'll open up when he's ready.
All right. Now, he'll only smell a rat if we both turn up at once. So, I'll go first, and you can meet us at the forge. Wait a bit, then head over when you're ready.
Hello, Desiree.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Come to claim your just desserts?
Such is the renown of Sid the Outlaw, that much of my clientele would rather spend their time prattling on about your endeavors than making any endeavors of their own. For that, I feel I owe you at least a portion of my earnings, a particularly enamored sort left this on the nightstand. May it serve you better than it did him. A berserker ring. There we go.
All yours.
More donations will become available.
Come again. I may have more for you.
Renown 100.
Fancy a look at the list, do you? Quick look.
Sure. Nothing
Seen enough?
there. There. Suppose I'll talk to Vivian.
Back again, Lord Rosfield. I'm touched that you should find me such good company.
It is not your company, but your counsel that I seek on this occasion.
Ever the charmer. What will it be today, then?
The Iron Kingdom. I need to know what to expect.
You'll soon be setting sail for Drake's Breath, then, I take it. The mother crystal that rises from the boiling sea. There was a time when a true-blooded Rosarian had only to brave the waves to visit it. But then the Ironblood made their move. As you know, the Iron Kingdom rules over the islands to the west of Storm. Or rather, its church does. But this is not the pragmatic approach to state religion employed by the Holy Empire to manipulate the masses. No, the Iron Kingdom is the literal embodiment of the crystalline orthodoxy. And so, if one is to understand it, one must start there. As the name implies, the orthodoxy holds the Mother Crystal sacred, and they do not take kindly to heathens plundering the objects of their worship for the means to fill washtubs and light lamps with frivolous feats of magic. Indeed, the faithful consider ether a sinful thing, a poison no less. And to them, a dominant is an instrument of evil, albeit one they have proven only too happy to turn against their enemies. Some 80 years ago in Northern Storm, Drake's eye collapsed. Soon after, in pursuit of ether and with the Blight at their backs, the Northern Territories descended upon the Grand Duchy of Rosaria. And when the Shields of the Flame marched north to meet them, the Iron Kingdom spied an opportunity. A few short days later, the Crusaders landed on the island of Mount Justanus, home of Drake's breath, and plucked it from the duchy's grasp. Rosaria tried to reclaim it, of course, but to no avail. I doubt more than a handful of duchy men have set foot on its shores in your lifetime. Nor are they like to again, under the Empire's stewardship, meaning the Iron Blood will keep their island, and with it, the foothold they need to march on mainland soil when next they spy an opportunity.
Well, too bad for them.
The
We'll
Mother
be destroying
Crystal is
their Mother
both the
Crystal.
object of the Iron Blood's worship and their gateway to the continent, making Drustinus the holiest of holy grounds, from which the Orthodox Crusade shall one day sail forth to claim the remaining Mother Crystals, or die trying.
My father and my grandfather both traded blows with the Iron Blood for control of Drake's breath. Had things unfolded differently at Phoenix Gate, we would have sent our entire fleet against them.
But instead, they sent their fleet against Rosaria, sacked the capital, killed the men, and captured the women, including Jill. I'd say you'd be forgiven for wanting a little revenge, Clive.
My only aim is to destroy the Mother Crystal. But thank you all the same.
Well, that
Not much
in
else
and
to
of
do
itself
here. Let's see if Jill's ready.
would be quite the revenge, seeing as they worship it.
And how may I assist you today? How may I help you today?
Let's take a look.
Of course. Here you are.
Yep. Next up
The
is
state of
Drake's
the
Breath.
realm is ever-changing, Clive.
It sure is. Now let's go talk to our blacksmith. See what's bugging him.
That monster's taken quite a liking to Lady.
First August, and now you. What are you pair up to? What's it got to do with me?
August was worried that something had been weighing on your mind. I thought you might want to talk about it.
Did you now? I told you not to stick your nose in my business. What'd you go and do?
Clive just wants to help, innit? What's so bad about that? Talk to him. You never know, you might feel better for getting it all out in the open. Please, mate. I'm worried about you.
Phil shut you up. It's nothing really. Stupid. Not the sort of thing you bother people about.
Why don't you tell us all the same?
Karen and I have an arrangement. I keep an eye on Goots, and she shows me what the competition's up to. Interesting arms and armor, things like that. Anyway, the other day, she shows me a cuirass she's come by. Masterpiece of level work. Light, supple, and tougher than it had any right to be. Made my stuff look like every clumsy shit. Should have brought the bastard thing there and then just to study it, but I was too proud. And now every time I reach for my hammer, I'm reminded that I'm not the craftsman I thought I was. There. You happy? You got what you came for. Now piss off.
All right. We're going.
Let me guess. I'm gonna go buy that Cura's or whatever.
I always thought of old Blackthorn as a bit of a force of nature. Like a storm cloud full of ale. Didn't think anything could rattle him. Least of all a stupid piece of leather.
Blackthorn's always taken pride in his craft. Questioning it means questioning himself. Something tells me this is only going to get worse. If he has doubts, it will affect his work, which will only add to his problems. We need to nip this in the bud.
I couldn't agree more.
He said he should have bought that cuirass. Perhaps we should track it down for him. Assuming you're happy to help, that is.
Too bloody right I am.
Glad to hear it. First things first, then. We need to speak to Karen.
Indeed. Karen.
Karen, do you have a moment? Blackthorn mentioned that you'd recently come by a leather cuirass. An exquisite example of the craft, from what he told us.
And he ain't been himself since he saw it. So we thought we'd buy it for him.
Sorry, sold it already. Didn't think Blackthorn cared for it the way he turned his nose up. But it was nicely put together, that's for certain. Even if the bloke who made it is a bit of an odd one. Happened across him on my travels. Makes all his stuff to order, but the fella who commissioned it refused to pay. He didn't like the colour of summit. So I took it off his hands for a fair price.
You don't know where we might find him, do you?
Like I said, he's a bit of an odd one. Doesn't even have a workshop. He doesn't trust hunters neither, which means he spends as much time out tracking beasties as he does working their hides.
I see.
He did tell me something, though. Apparently, his next commission's for a set of griffin hide greaves.
Here, there's a griffin on the hunt board. The curse breakers were placing bets on who'd bag it. Now, where the bleeding hell was it sighted? Somewhere in Sambrec, maybe? Caer Northern, that was it.
Thank you, Karen. We'd be lost without you.
At least you admit it.
So, it sounds like going after that griffin might be the best chance we have of finding our roaming leatherworker.
I'll leave the hunting to you if you don't mind. While you get on with that, I'll ask around the markets. See if I can't sniff out who he is and where he's hiding.
Good idea. Hopefully one of us will be able to track him down.
So I'll go to the hunt board now.
Typical nobles.
Hello, Nectar. Griffin sightings.
Did I hear you say you were hoping to hunt down a griffin, Kupo? Then do I have the billet for you, Kupo? An especially horrible one the locals call Dozmere.
Uh-huh. A B rank. Caer Northern, Westgate, Sambrec. Okay. Is that all? Dozmere.
While passing along the trail from Lostwing to Caer Northern, one of our order was met with a sudden blast of wind.
So strong that it bent back the trunks of the old oaks, and heard a cry so terrible that he ran for his life. Questioning the locals revealed that this area was the nesting place of the elder griffin known as Dozmere, a beast much hated for its appetite, both for chocobos and for children. Hey. Okay, yes, I've used the hunt board to locate the griffin. Why is it still telling me to go here? It's not like I can push any other buttons here to, like, accept the hunt. Caernarvon. Just making sure there's nothing else called that, because this one's called Caernarvon Glorious Gate. So let's take a look here. Let's double check that, because I know Caernarvon, but was there anything more specific? Caernarvon, Westgate, Sandbrick. From Lostwing to Caernarvon was somewhere in there, that trail. That's Northreach. Where's Lostwing? Ah. Okay. Gotcha. We'll start in Lostwing then. Make our way to Caernarvon from there, and we should come across this griffin somewhere along the way.
Good day to you.
And good day to you.
The crystals. You're quite talented with that rod of yours.
This isn't the way to go. Oh, got some hides. I need to go up and around here.
Ready, go?
Girl, let's go. Two gil, that's all. Goodbye, spiders. Got no beef with you. I'm looking for a griffin.
Time to fight.
No, it's not. That's not a griffin. Little beasties. This is more Valley Matter.
Griffins don't exactly make for easy prey. Let's hope our craftsman hasn't bitten off more than he can chew.
Yeah. So it sucked to find the craftsman dead. Hey, Griffin. Goes there. High bounty on him.
The other work will have to wait. Vogel, look sharp.
Come on.
Nice try. Nice try.
I told you to do the thing, Clyde. Why did you stand there? I needed that.
Thanks, boy.
Awaken!
Help me, boys.
Yeah. Notorious mark slain. Ooh, a lot of experience. AP, lots of gil. Scarletite. One of the hardest metals known to man. Scarletite is highly sought after by those with the means to pay its exorbitant asking price. A price determined not by its rarity, but rather due to the fact that a forge must employ no fewer than 5 healthy bearers to produce flames hot enough to melt the ore, at which time it takes upon the deep scarlet hue from which it takes its name.
Is something there, boy?
Ah. Just the man
Could that
we
be our man?
hope to see.
Are you alright?
Dare say I'll survive. That griffin caught me before I could get an arrow off. Must have lost sight of me in the grass, though. I'd be dead if it hadn't.
More likely than not.
The name's Camille. I'm a lowly leather worker, if you couldn't tell by the smell of me.
Not so lowly from what I hear. Do you remember selling to a merchant by the name of Karen?
She's not an easy woman to forget. Bought a cuirass from me after I lost my buyer. Quite taken with my work, as far as I recall. Didn't stop her bartering me down to a pittance, though. She sends you for a refund?
It's not her who sent me.
No. You see, I'm looking for another.
Well, consider me flattered.
You should be. He's a master of his art, and not an easy man to impress.
Blacksmiths are proud folk. It's a rare thing indeed for one to praise a glorified tanner. And I don't imagine an impressive swordsman like yourself would be getting your steel from any but the best. I'd dearly love to help a fellow craftsman, but... Well, actually, I suppose you could give him this.
What is it?
Treated leather. Same stuff I used to make that cuirass. If your man's as skilled as he sounds, he'll know what he's looking at.
You sure?
Well, you did save my life. And thanks to you, I'll be going home with all the griffin hide I can carry. I'd say it's the least I can do. Short of showing him how to make the thing myself, that is. But there are rules against it. Secrets of the trade and whatnot.
In that case, I'll see that he gets it.
I'd be much obliged if you would. Right. I've got some greaves to make. You send your blacksmith my regards.
Will do. And thank you. Hopefully this will sweeten Blackthorn's mood.
Alright. Guess we can return to the blacksmith, or before that we might go ahead and deal with a culinary pilgrimage real quick. Since that would also require us to return to the home base.
Thank you for sticking with us.
Those of us who are still here have to look after each other, don't we?
Ah, welcome. Times may be hard, but if you got the gill, I got the goods. What can I do you for?
Unwanted violets, if you have them. Though I'd gladly settle for learning what they are if you don't.
Why, I haven't heard folk call them that since I was a lad. You're looking for scorpion tails. Unwanted violets is what folk used to call them back in the day. They turn a wicked purple when you boil them up, hence the name. Used to chuck them in the pot when there weren't nothing else on offer, when there was a war on, that sort of thing. Thankfully, times aren't yet as hard as that. And even if they were, you wouldn't find anyone selling them these days.
Do the scorpions still live nearby?
I dare say they do. 3 Reeds would be your best bet, if memory serves.
Thank you. You've been most helpful.
Scorpion tails. Wonder if...
Stay sharp.
My aspiring chef will still find this recipe to be quite so appealing once he finds out what these unwanted violets are.
Run like the wind.
Please do. Want to get to my destination quickly. Ah, good push.
Company.
Scorpions.
See you later, girl.
At least I know what I'm up against.
What? Missed it there. Thank you. Slain. Getting so close to another level. 12 AP, 81 gil, unwanted violet.
I better get this back to Yvonne before it goes bad. Or any worse, at least.
Yeah. Before it goes bad. Back to the hideaway then. And I'm pretty sure these side quests with the plus icon instead of an exclamation point, I'm pretty sure they unlock things. Because the last one I did got me my chocobo. So I feel like this one's going to unlock more
Did you find
things.
our mystery ingredient?
Yeah. Here you are.
I did indeed.
Marvelous! Let's see. What am I supposed to do with this? It's poisonous, surely.
You wouldn't be wrong. But that's your unwanted violet.
Into the pot it goes, I suppose. Wait here. I won't be long.
Also, so this was a meal that they used to make when they had naught else. This is not meant to be some divine dish.
present Chance's stew, risen once again from the ashes of obscurity. Grab a spoon, Sid. Let's eat while it's hot.
I'm not hungry.
Yeah, I think it should remain
It'll
in
be
obscurity.
too late once I've licked the bowl clean. Your loss.
Yeah, say that after you've tried it.
Odin's teeth. What an assault on the senses. It's like choking on swamp water. And yet, up through the pungency, there rise complex, meaty notes. It takes a moment to recover from such an onslaught of flavors, but never have I tasted anything so fine. Thank you, Sid. Thank you.
You're, welcome.
I must share this gift. I won't rest until a steaming bowl of Chance's stew sits before everyone in the hideaway. A single mouthful, and Molly will be breeding scorpions of her own.
No.
I'm sure she will.
Please let it be lost to the sands of time. But hey, a level! Oh, and we got 115, what do they call it? Favor, whatever? Renown? Level 28. Nice, nice. Badge of Metal +1. Increases defense by 30.
That monster's taken quite a liking to Lady Callum.
And with a bit of luck. How'd it go, Clive? Did you find him, or does the hunt continue?
I found him. And he asked me to give you this, along with his regards.
Some treated leather.
You're joking.
Well?
He said he wouldn't teach you how to work it, but that if you were as skilled as you sounded, you'd have no trouble understanding how it was done.
So that's his secret. Crafty bastard. He's layered and cross-grained it. Good few times, too. No wonder it's tough. And that's no ordinary oil he's used to get that finish. Oh, this is fine work. Even finer than I thought.
Yeah? I'll take your word for it. Just looks like leather to me. Still, I'm glad you're happy. Here, Clive. You didn't happen to catch the fella's name, did you?
Camille, I believe.
I thought as much. There ain't many leather workers in the realm daft enough to do their own hunting, see? And his name kept cropping up when I was asking around. Turns out he's from Tabor. And again, most leather workers are. But our friend Camille guards a long-held family secret, the details of which are the subject of some debate in the leather-working community.
Then we better keep this close to our chests.
Listen, sorry for putting the both of you to all that trouble. Should have kept my moaning to myself. Still, I'm glad you found him. This has cheered me right up.
That was the idea. Clive's idea, anyway. He did most of the work.
It's good to have you back, Blackthorn.
Just don't expect me to go turning out work like this. There's a reason he does his own hunting. He knows exactly what hides to look for. And that's how he gets them to layer up so nicely. And don't get me started on how much oiling this leather would need. But I reckon I can make something about as good. Something a Cursebreaker will have no trouble caring for. Anyway, enough nattering. I've got work to be getting on with.
Looks like we won't be needing a new blacksmith.
As if there was a better one out there.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have been the same anyway. No one spins a yarn like old Blackthorn in his cups. Right, now that's sorted, I've got duties to attend to. Thanks, Clive. You've given me my mate back.
No problem. 287 experience points. Drake Slayer's Belt Design Draft. A diagram detailing the steps to craft a belt fit for a hero. Necessary for crafting the Drake Slayer's belt. Cool.
Excuse me, Sir Blackthorn. But you have obtained the design draft for the Drake Slayer's belt. Design drafts unlock new crafting options at the Blackhammer. Visit Blackthorn in the Hideaway for details on material requirements. Hey,
What do you
Blackthorn.
need?
Well,
A Sancfordian, do you?
I've got a thing. Electrum? You want me to gather some Electrum? Hold up. Is that symbol next to Electrum meaning that I need to go on the hunt? Perhaps?
That it? Fine.
Do something on the hunt board? Perchance? Probably. At any rate, I do need to speak with the lady over here.
Typical nobles.
Typical nobles.
How did we never hear about these Guardians of the Flame?
Hello, Desiree.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so soon.
There we go. Ops. You said unlocks more at 100, and then I have to get to 135 to actually get the next thing. They lied to me. But I'm only 10 away. Then the next one will be at 205, and then 295.
All done?
Oof. Yeah, that seems to be the same symbol as was on the Electrum. Question is, how do I get the Electrum? Is it Belphegor or perhaps the Angel of Death? In any case, Clairview, Sanbreque, and the Broken Hilt Rosaria. Clairview and the Broken Hilt. Clairview, where would Clairview be? Ah, here. Real quick, let's go look around Clairview. Shall we? Oh, and
Do you see anything you like?
I do need more potions.
An excellent
These,
choice.
those.
Keep them pilchers nice and chilled.
Look at this place.
Let's have a look round for a beastie. 2 gil? Bruh. Sprigs of Valley Manor. Oh, that's gotta be the guy we're after.
Straight home now.
Hello there. Yup. Aruna. Rank C. Bounty 83 cents.
If that's what I think it is, this isn't gonna be easy.
Finished her off with Garuda. 402 experience, 40 AP, 8370 gil, and 10 renown. Plus a clouded eye to see the pattern on the surface. Oh yeah, we've got one of these before.
Rest well. I know I will. That's better.
That's all I got from it, huh? The other one was somewhere in around the Rosaria area. What's it again? Broken Hilt, that's where. So we'll just head east of East Pool. This way. There you are, girl. Let's go find this beastie, shall we? It. Ooh, is that? I think that's what we're after.
You deserve a rest.
Oh, for sure. Belphegor. It's got a big bounty on him.
Wild Wyvern. In Rosaria. Nice try. Nice try. Too slow.
Yeah! Finish it with the Phoenix Wave. 805 experience, 60 AP, 10,800 kill, and 20 renown. But just dragon blades.
Hope there aren't any more of them.
Electro.
I needed that.
Hmm.
That's better.
Just fully heal, I guess. Hmm. Back to the hideaway then. All finished hunting. Just check in with them again.
Typical nobles.
Typical nobles. Yeah, it's it. They're all done. Do you have anything new to say if I ask about hunts? No. That's it. Hello, Desiree.
How may I help you today, Clive?
Desiree.
Come to claim your just desserts?
I have. Alright, an orchestrion roll and an empty shard.
You earned this.
I sure did. I just need 50 more to unlock the next one, and then another 90 for the one after that. Then another 55 to expand the list.
Best of luck out there, Sid. There are new
How did we
villains.
never hear about these Guardians of the Flame?
One sec, Jill. I need to turn in this orchestrion roll with our orchestrion. Let's have a look. What's the new one? A rose is a rose. Sounds nice.
It will be over soon.
Yep. Hang on.
I just remembered. I think there's...
That monster's taken quite a liking to Lady.
Is it business?
Karen has.
Or pleasure?
That was rather expensive, and that's why I didn't get it before. Yeah, charged magic Chandler's Whispers. It costs 20,000, but I'll
You'll not
purchase
find
it
a
now.
better price than that.
Is that all?
Yeah, that's all. I just gave you 20,000 gil. I'm sorry. Are you not happy, Karen? Sheesh. What do you want from me? Temporarily increases attack proficiency with each precision dodge. I think it's, yep, Chandler's Whispers. I want to be using charged magic like all the time. That sounds great. Hello, Jill.
You ready?
I think so.
Jill. When you told me you had to come to terms with your past, you weren't talking about destroying Drake's breath, were you?
No. I spoke of Imran, the leader of the Crystalline Orthodox. The man who made me do all those unspeakable things. I'm going to kill him. It's what I need to do to put the past behind me. What I need to move forward.
Alright.
And I know that I can do it. If you're there beside me.
Always.
And I'll be beside you, too. We'll bring down the Mother Crystal together. All while Sid looks on.
We'll make him proud.
We will make him proud. Let's go. To Drake's Breath. In the boiling sea.
Useful trick. Freezing and thawing the spray to make mist. How did you learn to use your powers like this?
The Masters made me do it. When the Crusaders took to the seas, to keep the fleet's movements from prying eyes.
You good?
I'm fine.
No, you're not.
Don't lie to me.
This may be the only chance I get to go back. My only chance to put things right. I have to do this. Whatever the cost.
All right.
Be careful now.
There she is. The Iron Kingdom's Mother Crystal.
Drake's Breath.
And we're gonna take it out.
Strong currents, sharp rocks, and ether floods. Let's not forget them. This island is a natural fortress.
But safety breeds complacency.
allowing a single rowing boat to slip in unseen.
The sanctuary is inside the mountain. If we follow the old trail, we should be able to enter by the back gate.
All right. Let's go.
Fire and ice. That's us.
I always imagined when I came here it would be to reclaim it.
It used to belong to Rosaria, didn't it?
Once, though it's been in the Ironblood's clutches for far too long.
As was I. For 13 years, this rock was my home. I know its secrets only too well. This path was abandoned after an ether flood. They don't guard it anymore.
The perfect little shortcut.
Yeah, I forgot to purchase potions. Can't go back now. Oh well.
They're all Akashic.
The ether flood must have spread. It was never as bad as this before. And the only way past them was through them.
All dead. Okay, good. Hope that I can find potions around here.
Was that an earthquake?
They happen all the time. That wasn't even a bad one. It's nothing to worry about.
Give me!
Chunks of wyrite. That's a big boy. Now you can see this guy.
Nice try. Too slow.
The old arboretum is just down there. We'll enter the caves from there.
Sounds good. monsters get here? This is an island. Breath of wind. What does that do? Aerial blast. It reduces aerial blast cooldown by 11 seconds. I think that's the like ultimate Garuda move.
Ugh, look at this place. What a mess.
It also looks kind of like a nest.
Wait.
There's some beastie. Rather large one. A Morgul.
It's turned.
Nothing a shield of Rosaria can't handle. Just like old times. Be sure to keep clear of its maw.
Believe me, I mean to.
Do that.
That's foul.
Don't breathe it in.
Kill!
Nice try.
Deadly takedown.
Well done, Tom.
did take some of my potions, though. That make things difficult.
Press on.
Yes.
It's very hot in here.
It's like a furnace in here.
We're inside the volcano. You get used to the heat, though I don't remember it being quite this hot.
Got one high potion back.
Was that one cause for concern?
It was. And they're getting bigger. Something's wrong.
Steel silk and hides.
Follow! Too slow. Nice try.
across?
It's not. Doesn't look great. It's a lot of lava. Oh, you're just gonna semi-prime? Just like that? Take. Guess that'll do it.
Quickly, before it melts!
This is going to be close.
Come on!
Let's not do that again.
No. Let's not.
Hopefully we won't have to.
They don't look too tough.
Perhaps not alone, but in numbers like these.
Waken, Gwyn!
Back off, stupid curse. There we go. The scorpions are so aggressive.
Well, we aren't going this way.
Let's look for another path.
That's for sure. Another potion, good.
Drake's breath.
We're nearly at the oratory.
There you go. Alright, we finally refilled our potions. Thankfully.
What the hell is that?
I have absolutely no idea.
Red moose.
Well, whatever it is, I don't think it's friendly.
It's not expected to attack my second time. Nice. Mithril wristlets. Hold up. Hold up. Woo! The appearance of Mithril in Valizea is a fairly recent occurrence. Its history only going back as far as the fall of the first Mother Crystal and the emergence of the Deadlands. This led some of the crystalline orthodoxy to preach that the Blight is somehow involved in its creation, therefore making it both impure and unholy. Right. Well, I'm going to take it. Shekels. Making sure we're tip-top shape.
What the? One of the demons. But they never leave the lava.
If I didn't know better, I think this volcano was about to erupt.
Yeah. I think it's so as
Why
well.
attack us, Smithy? They're peaceful creatures.
Then this one must be the exception.
I've fought others before in the forest.
What's it doing?
Nothing good, I'll wager. Nice try.
Harry.
Whoa!
Flame Lizard slain. 253 experience, a level up, and 150 ability points, and 3,375 gil. Level 29. Nice. Gnarled scale. Used in crafting. Covered in countless scars, these scales tell a tale of supremacy and survival, albeit one now ended. I only used one high potion. I actually did really good with the dodges in that fight.
You hurt?
Just hot. Thank you.
Quite a commotion our friend made. Let's hope the guards didn't hear it.
The gate to the inner chambers is just up there. Then we make for the sanctuary. I need to finish this. Before the heat finishes me.
Of course.
Yeah.
I may be a
We'll enter the
dominant
Comric
of
by the
fire,
Handmaiden's living quarters. It was always a hive of activity.
Sounds like we'll have a hard time staying out of sight.
We won't have to. There's someone there I should very much like to see.
Is that so, Jill? I assume they are a friend? And here we are.
Lady Marley. It's me. By the mother. Jill, it can't be. It is, my lady. We cannot talk here. Come with me.
And no one will notice this. Well, hopefully none of them will tell anyone.
I'm so glad you're safe.
And I you.
Why ever would you risk coming back? Are you a fool, girl? Or have you
No.
grown tired of your freedom already?
Forgive me, my lady. But I had to come back. There are things I left undone. Tell me, where is the Patriarch?
At this hour, he'll be in the Comric, giving thanks.
You mean... Oh, that fiend! Clive, we have to get to the sanctuary. Now. Lady Marley, you must flee this place, gather your things, and go.
Now listen here, Jill.
We have company.
This way. Follow this passage. It leads straight to the Comric. Go on, stop dawdling.
Thank you. You were always so kind to me. My light in the darkness. Take care, my lady, please. You deserve better than this. A long and happy life, promise me.
I'll live if you promise to do the same.
I'll do my best to make sure she does.
Come on, Clive. We're nearly at the Comric.
All right.
I don't need regular potions right now. I just need one high potion. There we go.
Here's our welcoming party.
Close. Forgot that I was.
I've had enough of their hospitality.
You. You dare approach me? You come to the critical. That guy with the spin of my staff. Anything back here? There's a door. Then what is over here? Locked door. Very good. Another locked door. This is some good organ music.
How many of them are there?
Hi.
Too many.
Nice try.
Very good. Nice. Ah. Let's see.
All right.
Stone in this case, but you get the idea. Ooh, lots of heal. Onwards.
Clive, there's something I need you to know. I saw
What?
the Patriarch do things no one should have to see. And so I swore that he would die by my hand.
I understand. I faced my demons, and you must face yours.
He will die by your hand, then. Dude, this is some great music in the background. They're really making sure that I am in tip-top shape right now. Guess I didn't have to worry about purchasing potions.
We're nearly there. Just one last push.
Perfect. Get right. What? Enact blind justice. Nice. Got my potion back. Good.
O Mathen Sanov, Glanin Junon Gredith. 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 O Mathen Sanov, Glanin Junon Gredith.
Let me guess, a sacrifice? A human sacrifice?
Glanin Junon Gredith. O Mathen Sanov, Glanin Junon Gredith.
So it's,
O Mathen Sanov, Glanin Junon Gredith. O Mathen Sanov,
and of course the
Glanin
berries.
Junon Gredith. O
Run!
Shiva's dominant. Come to beg forgiveness for your failure.
For years, I followed your orders. Fought your wars. All to protect the children you took. Just as you took me. And what did you do in return? You put them in chains and you slit their throats!
Their souls were sullied with the stain of ether. I merely cleansed them of their corruption. A penance paid, just as the Holy Mother wills it! Repent, abomination! For a monster like you to set foot in the Holy Cymric is in itself a crime deserving of death.
You're right. I am a monster. And my soul is stained black. Though not by ether. But by the evil of men like you, who made me close my heart and drown in darkness when I should have raged against it. This is my penance. I will be your monster no more. Nor will I suffer you to create another.
Does the beast bare its teeth at its master? Come then, dominant. Rage, be as you have ever been. A monster!
And what are you, Imran? I was forced to kill. You do it by choice. But never again. I bowed to you once. Now it is you who shall bow to me!
Kill them.
Now!
Right!
Can't I do it?
Hey, you leave her alone.
Please, just once.
Well, at least we're semi-primed.
She won't be able to hold that lava back forever.
We better make this quick.
There we go.
All right. I won't take long.
At least I'll try.
Nice try. Too slow.
Garuda!
Yeah! Liquid flame extinguished! 690 experience, 220 of AP, 4050 gil, 2 liquid flames, 35 magic dash.
Jill!
You okay? Ross, we kind of... oh.
I'm going to finish this, Clive.
No, you need to rest. I'm not letting you die on me. Jill?
Here! Use
Jill?
this.
Oh. Okay, but you need to survive, okay? Use one of my high potions if you need it.
Are you watching, Sid? We're one step closer to freedom.
It's 2 to go. 3 to go.
The crystal. What did you do to it?
We destroyed it. That's what.
Oh. We destroyed it.
What?
But what?
Monster! Monster! Do you have any idea what you have done?
I do, Father.
I have killed the monster and become an outlaw. May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
Nice job.
It's over.
Now let's get out of here before the ceiling collapses on us or
And
something.
Shiva exacted her price.
She did.
Again, the burden fell to you.
And I bore it willingly. This was a sin for which I had to atone. Now I can continue at your side with my head held high.
Hey, Torgal. Let's go, boy. Good. It's not good.
Clive, look.
Is the volcano still going to erupt?
It's just like the one at Phoenix Gate.
Oh. Yeah, exactly.
Damn it. We need to leave.
Agreed.
Yep, let's go. You mysterious hoodman. Are you just Ultima? Taking on that form for some reason?
precious mother crystals no more.
I kept my promise, and now you keep yours.
Look out for her. Don't worry. Legacy. Meanwhile... Hey Joshua. The Crystal Road.
This way, Your Grace.
Is that Ultima, I assume? Trying to break you out or something?
You're bleeding! I have a tonic which will...
I thank you for your kindness, truly. But I assure you, I will survive. Please, save your medicines for those who need them most.
Oh, well, if you're sure.
Little medicine girl.
For a moment there, I felt my brother's presence.
You did?
I fear he is in Ultima's thoughts again. But why now, after 5 years of silence?
Well, there's a reason for that.
I cannot keep him sealed away much longer.
Your Grace.
No, do not dirty your hands. Look at them all. Like a river flowing to the sea.
Or moths to a flame, perhaps. The crystalline dominion, their light in the darkness. More and more lose their homes to the blight and set out in search of sanctuary, while others lose their fortunes to the Dhalmekian levies and leave to find new livelihoods. What is it that you seek in the Dominion, Your Grace?
Oh, Dion Lesage.
You mean the Crown Prince of Sanbreque?
He has many titles. Dion the Bold, Prince of Dragoons, Odin's Nemesis, or simply Bahamut. I met him once, when we were children. He was a chivalrous soul even then, and has served his empire indefatigably ever since.
And you are confident that he will listen to what you have to say?
Our world lurches ever closer to the abyss, and a hidden hand ushers us onward. Ultima's influence extends to every nation, Sanbreque included. If His Highness is the man I believe him to be, and I pray that he is, this truth will not have escaped his notice. As the mother crystals fall, the eternal flame wavers, and the azure sky begins to bruise. How lucky we were to be blessed by the crystals, and yet how spoiled. Like canaries in a gilded cage, growing fat on seed. But now, the bars are closing in, and we must take flight. Painful though it be to leave our home behind, it is what we must do to be free. Which is it that men cannot live without? A blessing that leads to damnation, or a freedom that leads to deprivation? I do not yet know the answer to that question. Do you, Clive?
Your Grace, let us find a place to rest a while. We can return by the Dhalmekian trail once you have recovered your strength. I realize your duty is pressing, but if your health should fail...
I know. Thank you, Yote.
Ah, she finally has a name revealed. Yote. One day, that crystal too shall fall. Meanwhile, in Rondala,
the army's attempt to breach the Empire's defenses and gain the Isles of Ark has failed yet again.
Only because your fleet has proved as impotent as a eunuch on Lane Night. Would you rather we simply fell back to the capital?
Enough, both of you. All here agree that the Empire cannot be allowed to maintain its illegitimate claim on the Dominion. However, our casualties mount with each passing day.
Tight.
There is a literal sea twixt you and your prize. The armies of Sambrek need but sit back and watch as you harmlessly lap against their walls. They are dug in like ticks and seek to draw out this siege, knowing the capital's stores are nigh bottomless. And what of our wise rulers? Goaded into war without any thought as to what chaos it might reap. Republican soldiers starve while waiting for orders from Randalar.
If you would but take the field, their bellies would be full by nightfall.
If I take the field, so too will Bahamut, and our duel will shake the island to its foundations. Instead of liberating the Dominion, you would doom it to destruction. Unless that is what you desire.
If our learned advisor has a solution to propose, we should be glad to consider it.
Well, at least they treat Titan like an important person. With look who it is.
Is that the Emperor?
What is the meaning of this, Lord Kupka? What it means is that I am disinclined to advise you any longer.
Is Titan...
Ah, the looks on their faces when you walked through those doors.
Is Titan why she's started hunting down every single branded in order to try and drive out Cid?
Perfect picture of stupefaction. They could not believe their eyes. Though I confess, I had my own doubts whether or not you would accept my invitation. Such shocking news. Cid isn't a son of a whore. He's the son of an empress. Your own dear Clive.
Absurd. Who fed you these lies? I have never spent a moment among criminals, save at the gallows. I came here with my son. Not to entertain your baseless accusations, but to put an end to the senseless hostilities between our nations.
Very well. You need only agree to the terms I set out. Cid took the life of someone dear to me, a woman by the name of Benedicta. I swore to take his in turn. This would not be disagreeable to you, I take it. You would finally be rid of the stain on your noble name. In return, I will leave Sanbreque in your capable hands. Your Imperial Majesty.
And all for the love of a common whore. Dominant or no, one cannot hide one's breeding. And beasts will ever belong with beasts. There are greater things in store for you, my darling Olivier. Soon enough, you shall be the crown prince of Sanbreque. And when your father goes to meet Great Griga, you shall be emperor of all you survey. The old order shall come tumbling down, and you will rebuild the world in your glorious image. Soon.
What is it? Is it just a doll with light up eyes?
She's been in there for hours. Something must be wrong.
He's been in warehouse. After the store. Lives chambers. Body makeup has changed. Yes, ooh. The root of the problem, you say? Lots of stuff to do. The infirmary, ah. I see, so Jill's been in the infirmary for a while.
Is it true what I'm hearing, Cid?
Yeah, I cracked another crystal.
What'd you need? Must have been hot.
Fighting in the belly of that crag. Might be work for you as a smith when you hang up the old sword. But I'm betting that won't be for a while.
I know how hard it can be.
Trying to fill another man's boots. But I reckon you've grown into Cid's nicely. He'd be proud.
Well, thanks for you, dear.
Is there something you can do for me? Apparently I need Electrum for this. Wherever I'm gonna find that. Ooh, we got platinum cannons that he could craft. Drake Slayer's bracelets, which requires gelatinous mass. Reinforcing platinum cannons. But even then, they wouldn't be as good as what I've currently got. Why even offer them? Platinum belt would be good, it seems. Unless I could make a Drake Slayer's belt, you know, if I could get some Electrum, 7423. That would be way better than Platinum belt +2. Platinum sword, 220. Shoo! Even just the Platinum Sword +1 is better than my 11 bolt, apparently. Let's see, that requires a liquid flame. And then, +2 would require just Meteorite and Dragon Talon. Yeah, I can easily afford this.
Not bad, if I do say so myself.
Sword.
Yeah, that should do you.
Yeah.
And?
Don't give me that.
And what can I do for you?
Want a pat on the back, do you? Well, I suppose you deserve one. Just don't let it go to your head.
From what I hear,
You'd have been lost without you. To say nothing of yours truly, if it wasn't for me keeping you fed and kitted out. You'd neither of you have stood a chance. But fair's fair. You took the chance I gave you, and brought the whole bloody mountain down. Bet the Ironblood couldn't believe their
the
eyes.
poor buggers.
We'll just have to find someone else to worship. Of course, there's plenty of other folks in their fair isles who still reckon those rocks are worth more than their weight in diamonds. So you keep doing what you're doing, and show them how wrong they are. It's coin they want to put their faith in. And as long as you keep coughing it up, my faith will stay with you.
Coin purse weighing you
Karen.
down.
Let's have a look here. She's got 2 orchestrion rolls, each 40,000 apiece.
You'll not find a better price than that.
Sure. Let's see about selling. I don't want to sell Coral Sword or Invictus. Nor the Meteor Bonds. Might sell something else. Ooh. Empty shard for 1,600. A nondescript fragment of a crystal long spent, while the ethereal charge contained within is too faint to serve as a catalyst for any significant casting. When gathered together with other such specimens, a determined individual might coax a final spark from the pile. Most, however, are simply used in jewelry, making as inexpensive alternatives for more precious gems.
I'll be thankful you got that
1,600.
much.
Alright. Got a lot of magic dash, though. I could do away with at least... We'll go with 150.
You got out else? Is that all?
For now. Don't think. Don't even have a new orchestrion roll. But that will have to do it for today. We are actually quite over time. Yeah. Having a lot of fun with this game. A lot of fun. And we've taken down 2 whole mother crystals. Look at that. No longer there. Only 3 remain. There's just Titan, Bahamut, and Odin. Three remain. By the way, how are we doing here? We do have 2,400 ability points. I could get Judgment Bolt, although that's just a single target attack. Does a lot of damage, but also probably has a very long cooldown. Could master those, but I don't really need to. Maybe upgrade some of these. Feel like I should. At least upgrade that one and we'll upgrade this one. And then we'll leave it at that. And of course, save. We'll go ahead and save over file 1. Boop. Level 29. Hey, Clive. It looks like we can only have a maximum of 3 icons assigned at a time, but I bet we'll be able to assign different ones as we choose. Because I'm sure we'll be killing Titan for one. We may end up getting some of Jill's iconic abilities for Shiva. Hopefully she doesn't die in the process like Cid, but that might happen. And I wonder if we will be killing Bahamut or Odin. Who knows? I mean, Bahamut currently could end up being a friend of Joshua, and I'd hate to kill a friend of Joshua. But we'll have to figure all that out later. Oh yeah, how's Torugul? Ooh, look at Torugul. His pedigree is looking good. His normal attack, his lifting attack are both 2 out of 3. His pedigree is 2, 3, 4, 5 out of 10. It's looking pretty good. But yeah, we'll have to do it for today. And I'll be back on Saturday for more Final Fantasy XIV, followed by 16. We're getting ever closer to finishing post-Stormblood content in 14. Inching our way patch by patch. 4.1 to 4.2 to 4.3, and so on. But yeah, having a lot of fun. Then on Monday, I think I'm going to play more Final Fantasy 16 on Monday, because on Wednesday, Oxenfree 2 comes out. Last I checked. And I had played Oxenfree 1 in the past, and it was a really interesting game. So I can't wait to see what they do with Oxenfree 2. It's a kind of a... As I recall, it was a kind of like a point-and-click adventure game type game. Should be pretty fun. But that will have to do it for today, and I will see you next mission. Bye-bye.